So, it's me, your little boy Kisamson. Listen, you have to understand this. Nothing lasts forever. Be that person who make people forget their sorrow. Yes, believe me. Be that person who make people forget their sorrow. Yes, believe me. That's why some people always tell me, Samson, you smile too much, you laugh too much, you do this. But the truth is that why I am laughing, the moment I understand that you are trying to use it to take advantage of me, I set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say is that be that person that people will say, he is the reason why I smile today. Put smile in someone's face. Don't be that person that when you talk, when you are around some people, they do what they feel like the world is gone. Don't let people lost their consciousness. Don't let people lost their mind. Don't let people feel like committing something because of the way you appeared, because of the way you treat them. Don't let people, give up their life. There's something that happened yesterday. So this lady was like, my husband have a problem. I'm so tired. All of them were talking. I keep silent. She said, I may go home and died. I said, no. There is hope. You are not able to maybe things are not working well, or you are not able to achieve what you pray to get, and that does not mean your children will not. So listen, you will become somebody either by your children or with your own, or by your own self. You that is thinking that things are yes, maybe things are now wrong. Your husband is in that critical situation where everything is now tight. Maybe lack of finance, lack of one thing to another, lack of good health, and you are thinking, if I go home, I may die. And people were taking it for. I said, look at it. This is the kind of person that will just go home and do it and hurt herself. Let me just. When I start to tell her, she start to flow tears. Tears start to flow. She take a cigarette to smoke. Why? Because when I tell her, listen, she said she don't believe that God can turn things around. I say no. This is the greatest mistake you are telling me now. God can use your children to put a change and a stop in that thing that you are thinking is too hard. Don't conclude with your present situation. Don't just say everything is not going to be okay. You don't know what God has for you. And she was looking at me. So what am I trying to say is this: be that somebody that give people hope. Don't be that person because of the fact that you have money. Everybody around you, you take them, you look them like animals. You look them like they are nobody. You look them that they can't be able to become somebody. Because believe me, watch the history of America. Watch the history of European. Watch the history of some part of European. The way they treated the African. Now what is happening? It's just like ring maroon right now. Look at it. If you look at the black in America, they are not the one overtaking some places in America. The population. The greatest wedding men now in America are much more than the black American. You know what I'm saying? The Africans. So what am I trying to say? They treat our ancestors like nobody. Now they are coming like somebody. So you that is now making people feel, and you are now treating people to that point when they get home, instead of them to feel joy, they will start to feel sad. The way you talk to them. That was one Italy. He told me a word. He said, you can't be able to do this. No matter how, you can't be able. I smile over it, but now I always remember that word. I always remember, because sometimes when I remember it, when I remember that word, I feel the reason why I feel sad, because I know that there are a lot of people whom this word have hurt the way it hurt me before. So don't be that kind of person that make people lost control. that make people drop their goal, that make people give up upon their dream, because maybe they don't have someone that can support them. Instead of you to tell them, you may not have helper, you may not have someone that care for you, you may not have someone that can assist you, you may not have someone that can, support you, but you remember that Esther was nobody, but he ended up becoming a queen. Yes, you may look like everywhere is bad, but you remember that Joseph was once like that. Yes, it may look like you are married, but there is no issue. But can you just recall that there is a woman called Hannah who was barren for many years, and her own the other woman was bearing fruit, but she bear fruit that even generation to generation cannot forget the name called Samuel. So if God can do it for Hannah, how much more you? Do you know that God loves you more than the way he loved Anna? Do you know that God truly cares for you much more than the way he cared for Anna? So don't give up. Keep praying, keep expecting, keep believing, because that God who do it in the old will still do it now. God is not tired of settling some people. Maybe God is just watching, packaging. God is packaging something for you, and you are trying to give up. So my brother, be that person who make people laugh. That's why sometimes when I see some people do used to tell me, Samson, you smile too much. Because when I remember what I have gone through, I have no reason to be sad. Yes, I have suffered. Believe me, I have been abused. When I see some people writing, I was abused, I was once like that. And people are still doing it, but I don't give up. I don't care. Why? Because I have already get the experience. So you telling me you are a fool, I will treat you. It's just like you trying to pour water on my head, which my mother have already did from the day I was given. So there is no need for you to make someone sad. Give them hope. May God bless you and remain blessed. You know what I'm saying? Let's change our mindset. Let's make people to do or to smile. Let's make people to believe to believe that the future is bright. You know what I'm saying? So remain blessed. May God bless you. If you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's change the mindset of maltreating people, because nothing lasts forever. My grandmother have made me to believe this. Nothing on earth lasts forever. Whether you are rich, you are poor, your generation cannot be poor forever, bro. Your generation cannot be rich forever. Yes, this is just the far truth. Look at when Joseph died, the brothers, things change automatically. But when Moses appeared, things also change automatically. So what does that tell you? Life is gradually. Leave legacy while you are on earth. Because tomorrow, it will do what? It will help you. And if that legacy don't help you, it will help your children. You know what I'm saying? So remain blessed.